I always liked I like the Reds and I like the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Johnny Bench retired, I just kind of lost interest in the Reds because that was my whole existence was Johnny Bench because my parents knew him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It was the year after he retired when I joined up with them. Got to meet him.
Yeah.
I like I remember Eric Davis with the Reds.
Eric the Red, yep.
Yeah.
He could do it all.
One of the guys I grew up idolizing. I idolized players of other teams. You know, one of my idols was Tony Gwynn.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good one.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn, Kirby Puckett.
Two guys that,
Mhm.
that died way too
I
young.
used to like
Way
Milky
too
Wilson.
young.
They had similar builds. Didn't they have similar builds?
There was the same player.
Yeah.
One of them named Kirby Puckett, the other one
Yeah,
was
Milky
named
Wilson. I used to like. what
Ozzie
the heck was
Smith.
his name?
Ozzie Smith was good. Who was the base stealer? Ricky Henderson.
Ozzie Smith.
Ricky Henderson. Oh yeah.
Who was the other guy?
The
Played for the Royals.
late 80s, early 90s A's were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about
Man.
Gary something, wasn't it?
The 90
Gary
Reds.
Pendleton.
No, I'm talking about the guy for the Royals.
The 90 Reds took care of the A's, didn't they, Ben?
Is that Gary Pettis?
No, who was the guy
No,
that
that's
charged
Tigers.
charged
That's Tigers.
after he got the pine tar on the bat, charging the
George
mound?
Brett.
George Brett, yeah.
Yeah. Bo Jackson, another one of my favorites.
Oh,
Bo Jackson. Yeah.
He
Bo
broke
Jackson.
that bat over his knee. That was wow.
It was a monster, man.
He was.
His injury. I mean, we took him after the hip surgery. He's, still throwing people out from right field.
Yeah. He had an arm on him, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he had a cannon.
Bo knows.
I mean, that
Bo
one
knows
play they
baseball.
showed they showed that clip of him throwing that ball flat-footed from deep right field to third base.
Yeah.
No hop, straight air.
I thought he played left field.
He was playing right field that game.
Okay, we played left field, threw one to home, and got a guy out. He got it was
I think he played all three outfield positions.
He threw the guy out that ended up on ESPN. What was that guy's name? Threw him out at home.
Harold Reynolds.
Harold Reynolds, yeah.
I can't stand that guy.
He threw him out at home plate from deep left field.
He was talking all kind of trash about the 2005 White Sox when we went on our run to win the World Series. Oh, they won't win. They won't win. They're not good enough to win. We lost one game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the one game we lost, we were leading in that game up until the 8th inning. And the bullpen collapsed.
When the Reds beat the A's in 1990, nobody said they had a chance in hell, and they swept them 4 games.
That's because those A's teams were nasty, man.
Oh yeah, they were.
They were
Wire from
nasty.
Cena, you had the great pitching.
You had Walt Rice. You had
They had everything.
What's his name? Outfield.
They had Dennis Eckersley.
That Eck. Yep.
Yep, and they had I'm trying to remember. Their starting pitching was wonderful. I mean, they had it all, and we beat them.
Somebody hit a walk-off against Dennis Eckersley. It was a classic play. I can't remember who it was.
Big red machine.
Saw it the other day.
Yep.
I mean, the Reds were good for forever, man.
They were the team of the 70s.
Yes, they were.
I miss those
You
days.
too bad in the 80s, neither.
No, but they were their best in the 70s.
I miss those days when we were in the National League West, with the Dodgers. Man, that was right. The rivalry was against the Dodgers and the Reds. It was
Yeah. Well, we got a full show tonight, guys. We're going to go over WrestleMania results, and we're going to talk about some other stuff.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we got
Walmart went live with the John Cena last time action figure.
Okay.
$24.97.
And we have a scammer alert tonight.
I'm trying to get that Cena figure.
Scammer alert. Yep. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get going, shall we?
Hey guys, this is Robert Gibson, and you're watching Spanning the Globe.
Hello, everybody. We are on the downside of the week into the weekend, and it's Thursday night and time to go spanning the globe. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Mark Magger, your host, and I want to remind everybody before we get the show started. We are sponsored by Marked Leather Championship Belt Leather, by Ashley Southern Designs, and by Unique Championship Belts. And we'd like to give a special shout out to our brother podcast. I got tongue tied tonight. Double Dropkick Podcast. They're making a return on Saturday night. Got a great guest lined up. So you'll make sure you give them a like and a view, and they'll greatly appreciate that. And if you're watching us on the YouTube, that portion of the show is made possible by the Brothers Kayfabe Podcast. They help us share the expense of the StreamYard, which allows us to bring this content to you, not just on Facebook, but also on YouTube. So I want to thank them for their contribution to that. So without further ado, I want to introduce my co-host for the evening. Richard Ward. Good evening.
What's going on?
Just wait for the weekend to get here.
End of the week for me.
Yeah, same here. Also want to bring on the show Mr. Andy B from Love Those Wrestling Belts.
It's not Friday yet?
Not Friday yet. We're almost there. It's Friday
Almost.
Eve. It's Friday Eve.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Hello.
Hello. And certainly, last but not least, from that other group, Championship Belt Brothers, Ben Walker. Good evening.
Good evening. Good day, everyone.
How's everybody doing? Have a good week?
Doing great.
Yeah.
The
I'm
further
glad
I get
my
away
week
from
is over.
WrestleMania, the better.
Yeah. You're not the only one.
Wasn't that bad?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about WrestleMania here in just a little bit. The results, the fallout, some of the rumors, and things like that. But let's acknowledge our reviewers first. first viewer of the evening, Mr. Mark Laverty.
Mark, what's up, buddy?
Good evening.
Laverty.
Speaking of
What's
DDK,
up, Kevin?
Kevin, what's up?
I'm shaking my table here. My knees it's cold in here.
Uh-oh.
Rick Hernandez, hello.
What's up, Ricky?
What's up, Ricky?
I highly recommend him for painting your
Mhm.
plates and restoning your plates.
Ricky does it all, everybody.
He does it all.
He does it all.
Does it all. Platinum Swords, good evening.
Platinum, what's up, bud?
I'm sorry, Platinum. I was informed that Chris Reigns will not be commenting tonight. He's not watching. He's got some other things he take care of, so don't even bother asking.
Sorry, Platinum.
Sorry. Jim Mills, good evening.
Jim, what's
What's
up?
up, Jim?
Hey, Jim, how's it going?
Buck Carjo,
Buck,
good
what's up?
evening.
What's up,
What's up,
Buck?
Buck?
Good afternoon. You're in Oklahoma. It's still evening.
What the buck?
Scott Aarons, hello.
What's up, Scott?
Oh, you're gonna be in and out too, huh? Okay.
Hey, Scott.
I think that's what Chris is doing, is watching the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Sounds
tonight.
reasonable.
How dare
Yeah,
they?
you guys up there watching
Howdy.
who's gonna get picked.
Yeah.
Spanning the globe.
Yeah, there you go. Priorities, I guess. Ethan Thompson, hello, sir.
What's up, Ethan?
What's up?
Ethan? What's up, brother?
Iron Bull Taurus, the wrestling promoter.
Going
Bull,
on,
what's
Bull?
going on,
Iron
bud?
Bull.
How you doing?
What's up?
Going?
Wrestling Bonkers saying hello from over the pond in England.
Hello in the
Okay.
UK.
Bunkers.
Go.
I said England, I meant UK. It could be in Ireland for all I know. Hello, Bonkers. Thanks for
Your
watching.
intention was there, Mark, you know?
Yes, the attention was there, yes.
What's up,
Jason
Jason?
Piz.
What's up, buddy?
Hello. Tamaj,
Hamaj, what's up?
come for the belts, stay for the grandpa. There you go.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I agree.
There's Ashley. Hello, Ashley.
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
Rylan.
Ashley, how you
Rylan?
doing?
What's up, man? What's going on, Ashley? Hey, Rylan.
Hey,
Yeet.
Rylan, what's up, buddy?
Yeet.
What's up, Wade?
What's
Wade?
up, Wade?
Got a package coming in from him?
Ricky.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. I was
What's
hoping you'd have
going
it
on,
before the show this week.
Yeah, it's UPS.
Just in case anybody's
Yes.
asking, this is pineapple juice, so don't get any ideas. On
Sure it is. Right.
Sure it is.
You know that's a
Okay.
fuzzy navel. That's a fuzzy
Okay.
navel.
Only has you. Only has you.
Happy
Right.
Thursday! Exclamation point.
Oh, Steven.
I like what you did there.
Yeah, I did too. Oh,
What's up,
Vacation
Reese?
Ray. Maurice Buckner.
In Hawaii. Wow.
He bought a
Ooh.
belt off me. Enjoy.
Aloha.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Be sure you get your lay.
Okay, we're not going to go anywhere with that.
No, we're
Hey,
not.
we're in the
It's an
first
hour.
hour. We're in the first
Okay.
hour.
Yeah, we're in the
You
first
get your
hour.
lay as soon as you get off the airplane. They put it over your
I'm
neck.
not.
We're not going to
Oh,
touch
you're-
that.
Hour number two.
You guys are no fun at all.
We're just behaving, you know?
So says the
Yeah.
host. It always tells us this is not hour two.
Yeah.
This is hour one.
Mhm.
It was an innocent remark. It was an
And then
innocent
he's going to
remark.
attack our character tonight.
It was an innocent remark.
Sure.
They love you long time over in Hawaii.
Oh,
Strike two.
By the way, we're trying to get 500 viewers on the YouTube channel, Wide World Belts YouTube channel. 500. Once we get there, we're going to be giving away this beautiful belt. I've got the plates in a box, waiting for leather. The plates were made by our sponsor, Unique Championship Belts, 4mm dual plated CNC, beautiful plates, and they will be going on my leather. That picture belt there is my belt, my personal belt. It's going to look just like this. So we have to have 500 subscribers. So if you're not currently subscribed to Wide World of Belts on YouTube, please do so. If you have friends that like belts, like wrestling, have them subscribe as well. We'd love to have more views and love to get that beautiful belt away.
Definitely.
Speaking of belts, I'm going to pull up our belt of the week as soon as I get the intro up and ready. I can't concentrate tonight for some reason. I'm excited for the weekend.
just remember, because of the tariffs, they're going to love you medium time. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Here's our belt of the week. Okay, so I just finished this belt just the other day. I've actually posted it in the groups. This is the Hogan 84. And I didn't put the music this time. This is by Dream Championship Belts. These are CNC plates, absolutely beautiful. I just finished releathering this one a week or so ago. That's got my maker stamp on there. And the plates are slightly curved. You'll see it here in a minute, the side plates. And the camera would not focus very well, but those are just as clean as could be, just as readable as could be.
Subscribing.
And I put those in, I think, the right order, in order of the champions that held them. You'd start with Buddy Rogers, ended up with Hulk Hogan, Pedro Morales, Ivan Koloff. There's Hulk Hogan. Now, some makers don't put Hulk Hogan's name on that plate. They make it leave it blank. But look at the detail. Look how nicely etched those are.
Very nice.
CNC gets great detail. Got a nice slight curve to the main plate.
What's going on in wrestling culture? What's up?
Hello, wrestling culture.
Brandon Guy and those guys over in there. That
nice
show.
mirror.
Great
Nice
show.
mirror finish there.
What's going on, guys?
Side plates there. I wish the camera would focus a little bit better, but I can read them very well.
Got the focus.
Yeah, I got the focus. See a little bit
I
of
like it better
CNC
when the
marking.
Hogan's name is on the main plate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
I do too.
And I put a lace strap on this like the original. There's the backing right there. And I'm using some different backing material. I got it from an independent wrestling shop here in Oklahoma City, which has turned out really, really nice. I get a lot bigger piece for about the same price as I get it from Tandy. I can make 2 or 3 more belts than I could with the Tandy pieces for the same price. And there, you see the side plates are slightly curved. I don't know why he did that, but I mean, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Most of them are flat. And you can see that curve on the main plate again. Beautiful belt. I love it. This is the 3rd one I've owned. It's the last one I'm going to own, and it completes my collection. So,
Very nice.
belt of the week. Okay, where are we at on the? Oh, okay, here we go. Your best Bubba Ray.
That's the last comment. Yeah.
Okay. And let me get that off there real quick. I have a couple of belts for sale, and for the last several weeks, I've been trying to sell this strap. It's a send-out strap for the Premier Dome Globe. It's only for the Premier. The Figs won't fit it. The Fandu won't fit it. Most overseas belts won't fit it. Some might, but the whole patterns won't match. But it's a Premier Dome Globe, brand new strap, already in the box, ready to be shipped. It's got a lace strap. The backing, and all you have to do is take your plates, take the screws off the back of the plates, so the factory strap, transfer them over to this strap and screw them back on, and you got yourself a fairly accurate belt. And I'm asking $350 ship for this one in the U.S. Somebody has expressed interest in that, but I haven't heard back from him yet. And I'm also going to sell this belt. This is the AWA tag. I got it right here, which was made popular by the Road Warriors, the Rockers, Steve Regal, and Gorgeous Jerry Garvin, as well as some others. But these are made by Dream Championship belts, and it's dual plated. I'm selling this. Usually I sell these belts for $300, but there's some etching issues on the main plate, just some minor ones, which I'll show here in a second. And I'm asking $275 ship for this belt in the U.S. It is on my leather. Go full screen so I can show this to you. At the very top, above on the look at the screen on the right side of the left side, other side right here. The border is not quite etched all the way through, and then the eagles on the main plate don't have faces, and the wingtips going toward the globe aren't fully etched, but the rest of the plates are just perfect. This is not CNC; it's a standard definition, and it's on a tooled leather strap. There we go. With the AWA stamp there at the end of the snap box. Here's the other side over here. And I forgot to put my maker's mark in the end of the strap before I tooled it, so I put it at the opposite end, right between the side plate and the. There we go. This is like a backwards mirror here. There we go.
I like the gold on the side plates.
Yeah, this is not paint.
It's
gold plating. It's gold plating. So, if you're interested in this belt, I had somebody that was supposed to have sent me a payment today. Hadn't made the deadline, so it's up for sale until I get someone that can send me a deposit or send me full payment for it. $275 shipped in the U.S. If you're interested, let me know. And I'm going to show off this belt since I had the video. This is the Hogan 84 I just showed off. Isn't that beautiful?
I don't know, Scott.
This was
Good
the
question.
second WWF belt that Hulk Hogan held. The big green was the first one. This was the second one. Then they came up with the black painted version of this called the Hogan 85. Yeah, it does complete my collection, Jim. It does. I'm out of room.
What's up, man?
Matter of fact,
What's going on, man?
matter of fact, I might have to sell a belt to make room for what I've got here. I didn't think about that. Okay. Put it on layaway. There you go. But yeah.
That only works with the wife so long.
Oops.
Babe, I put it on layaway.
Here we go. I got another set of those plates coming for the AWA tag. They're supposed to be better plates. He's making it good, so I'm not dogging the maker at all. Those things happen sometimes. He's going to make it good. So I paid for the second set of side plates because they were fine. I'm not going to make him replace the whole belt, just the part that was messed up. But I didn't want to have to have a part of a belt, so I'm going to sell this one and redo the next one. So okay, and Ethan, I don't know if you still have this belt for sale. I'm going to go ahead and show it off here. Ethan Thompson has that last I knew, he still has this belt for sale. Let's pull it up here. Hold on a second. Where'd my folder go? There you go. Okay. There it goes. This is get me a banner up here so I can remember what it is. Nawaz Luger US. It's an HD etched belt. He's asking $600 ship for it. I think it was on Nawaz leather as well.
Mm-hmm. I believe it is.
Yeah, okay. Pull up some more pictures. Just a second. There we go. The nice detailed etching. Close up.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah. And to my knowledge, he hasn't sold this belt yet. If he has, I apologize. I forgot to ask him before the show started. That's a beautiful belt. I love that Luger US. It's my second favorite version of this belt.
That's one of my favorites.
No, man, we can't talk about my ex-wife. I'm over that.
We're going to start this stuff again. That's your one shot on the screen. No more elephant talk.
Oh, come on.
No, we're good.
Come on.
There's the logo plate right there, NWA logo plate.
Yeah, mine's got that too. And I wasn't thrilled when I found out it had that, but as time went on, it's a nice logo plate.
It is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a great big fan of logo plates, but if they're done right with the tooling,
yes,
they're nice.
As long as they're done right, that's fine.
Yeah. So hit him up. He's asking $600 shipped in the U.S. for that belt. And if you message him, he says he sold it. I apologize. I forgot to ask him before the show started. That's Ethan Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in most of the groups. Great guy.
Yep.
He all right.
Yeah. Great guy. And we also have a scammer alert. We also have a scammer alert. Scammer.
Imagine that.
And this comes to us via Matt Panetta from All Elite Belts. He posted this today, I believe it was. Some guy by the name of Terrence. What's the guy's name again? Terrence
Cannon second.
Terrence Cannon the second. He basically, I guess, scammed Matt's brother out of a belt he was selling. And I got a picture of that too. Pull it up. Scroll down, find it. There it is. This belt right here. There's a spinner belt and a shop IC, I believe it was. And he's been turned in. Apparently, his email address has been flagged as a fake account. He was in Wide World of Belts. I checked. He was also on Championship Belt Brothers, and I messaged the guy to get his side of the story. I was going to give him until noon, and I went to check. He removed his profile from that group. I don't know about CBB, but Wide World of Belts, he left voluntarily. And there was another Terrence in the group that had joined three years ago. This guy joined 3 weeks ago, and both of those guys are gone. So I don't know if it's the same guy or not. But beware of a Terrence Cannon the second. He's selling belts that he's not either delivering or he doesn't have in his possession. Ben, was he removed from your group, or did he leave on his own accord?
I think he left. I checked earlier, and he was in there, and I got taken away from that. Was working on something else, so I had to go back in there and check.
Okay. All right. Tyler. But yeah, you want to do your due diligence, get references, use PayPal goods and services. If you don't know the person,
do all the homework. Do all the,
Yes. Because there's a lot of scamming going out there. There's people using pictures that don't belong to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to watch out for that. And always ask for coin pictures. I know it's a pain in the butt for people to do that. I wouldn't like to do that. But again, if you don't know them, it's a reasonable request. And also watch out for those, because some people are doing very bad coins.
Photoshopping it in.
Photoshopping coins.
Photoshopping,
Yep. So don't lose your hard-earned money.
This how you can tell when it's Photoshop, when it doesn't have a shadow and it look real close. The font, it's a specific font when they putting on those coins.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they have the dates backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's ways to tell. If you're not sure, ask around.
Yeah.
Somebody else got burned from a scammer. And wasn't a good situation, and that person even admitted he slipped up on that.
Somebody else posted that today
in
the group, and
I had the same
thing.
I had the same thing happen I had the same thing happen 2 months ago. I reached out to the person by email. Even Andy had the same thing, and they never returned my email. So I don't know, but it's happened to me.
Yep.
Okay.
Happened twice.
I didn't get a phone call, but I'll check see if I got an email. If I got an email or not about that.
And it's always something that's going to be in your area. Like if there's an autograph signing in your area, they'll contact you because you ordered belts from Fanatics.
What about big gold belt? Or the golden Wrestlemania belt?
They were trying to get us to get the Roman signed belt, wasn't it, Richard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
like 15, 16, 17.
I believe yours was Roman. Yeah, yours was Roman. Mine was Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Is this
if I
Matt?
remember correctly.
Matt, is it Matt Cooper or somebody named Matt? Posted to the group. I thought he posted it twice, but because I saw it this morning, and I saw it later this afternoon. It had just been posted.
Yeah, Matt. That happened to me and Andy. It's legit. They just want you to buy the autograph signings and stuff like that.
I mean, the first thought I thought, well, this is BS, but I called the guy was legit. I wasn't going to pay that kind of money for that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I know, it was only 7.
I mean, I do have the guy's number on my phone.
You got that in your back.
Technically, Andy, does that consider us having a connection?
I believe it does.
Do we have a connection in Fanatics?
I guess we do. We had the same guy. We had the same guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or it's the same guy that
you only posted once.
people about the limited releases. So
yeah.
Okay, I thought I saw it twice, but I don't know. So as you saw at the top of the show, we lost Steve Mongo McMichael. He was a Hall of Famer, NFL player from Chicago Bears. He was part of the Super Bowl team, right? When he on the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
85 Bear.
Was he a linebacker?
Lineman.
Okay. All right.
And he was a horseman.
He was a horseman.
Wow.
Held the U.S. Heavyweight Championship in WCW. He was married to Deborah McMichael at one time, who came to the ring with him as his.
She was with Stone
Now,
Cold for a while.
Yeah.
Were they actually married, or they were just manager and wrestler?
I think they were married.
He was married. He was married to her.
Really?
She had the same last name. Yeah. Don't know Tyler. Don't have any idea. Yeah, R.I.P. Mongo. But he battled ALS for years.
Mm-hmm.
Brave battle.
I'm just so glad that he went in the Hall of Fame. While he was still alive
and knew about it. Yes,
and
he was
knew
well aware.
about it. Yes. So many times that does not happen.
But lost him.
Wow.
Was it yesterday or this morning?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Steve Michael, fly high.
Yeah, and that was fast because they said they were putting him on hospice, and next thing you know, he was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he fought to the end, man.
Yeah.
He fought to the end.
Poor guy just suffered. It was terrible seeing him go downhill like that.
It's crazy seeing our childhood sports people remembering how they were back then, so bulky, and then seeing them wilt away the way he did.
Yeah.
ALS is one of the worst, most terrible things. It's
Well, you know, Lou Gehrig, I guess, is the person that
it was named.
They coined it was named after him. Yeah.
Yeah, it was originally called Lou Gehrig, the ALS. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What they call? I can't remember how you pronounce that. Yeah, it would have. It would have.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So hate to see that happen, but it wasn't unexpected. It just took its time. So
stupid question, Ben. What was his nationality? Did you know? Was he Indian descent?
As far as I know, I don't think so. I think he had some Islander in him.
He looked like he was Indian. You know what I mean? He just had that persona, the way he did his hair and everything. You know, when he wrestled, I swore he was Indian.
Yeah, Antonio, I agree with you. Yeah, Kevin's great, amazing man and friend. So
yes.
Yeah, shout out to Kevin, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hope
he'll
you're
be back
good.
this weekend.
Hope you're doing good, Kev.
Double drop kick. You're back.
Mm-hmm. This Saturday.
And I forgot who this is going to be. God, it's been so a wild week. But be sure you tune in Saturday night. I won't be able to watch. I've got a high school reunion this weekend, so I'll have to watch the replay.
Ooh, high school reunion.
Yeah, high school reunion. Get to see people won't recognize me either.
Yeah.
That actually happened to me. There was a gal that I used to really kind of be sweet on that saw her at the reunion the last time. I said, "Who's that?" They told me it was. Oh, okay. And they said, "Well, she asked who you were too." So, yeah.
Are they going to vote you king of the prom?
No, absolutely not. No.
What's up, Chris?
Sorry, somebody's messaging me.
That's all right.
But yeah, we're starting it tomorrow. It'll be from 3 to 9, and then Saturday from 3 to 9. And,
wow.
There's going to be some people that I haven't seen in years. And it's not a class reunion. It's like the 80s classes.
Mm-hmm.
But they said anyone that graduated from here is welcome to come. But usually it's the 80s classes, which I think was the best decade. So,
anyway, since we're talking about wrestling, I want to send you something real quick in the chat. I thought this was funny.
Oh yeah, the 80s was golden age of wrestling.
Yes, it was. The late 80s was where that.
No, I was the bullied.
Did they put you in the locker, Mark?
No, I didn't get that treatment,
Okay.
but I had a few
Well,
things
that's
done to me.
I was put in a locker as a young kid. Because I was short when I was younger. Short and thin. Really super thin.
So we had WrestleMania this weekend. We made our predictions last week, and I didn't write mine down, so I don't remember if I was right or not. But we're going to go over these matches. Let me pull these up real quick. How many of you guys watched?
What?
All of you?
Now, how many of you guys got pissed off?
I heard it was. I saw some of the highlights. I didn't watch it because I don't pay for that stuff. But I heard there was a lot of people disappointed in some of that. Some of them were really good matches. Some of them weren't so good.
There's no
Hey guys, let's just put it this way: the only one that was good during WrestleMania was the camera guy.
There's no legitimate reason The Rock had for not being there. I'm sorry.
I agree with Lane Ledford. Yep. Best music and best
I
wrestling.
agree, Lane. I agree with Lane.
How can you? How could you not know the results? Come on,
That's
man.
that's when Coke had cocaine in it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But didn't every title change hands? Every title changed hands.
No.
Didn't it?
The woman's
3
title.
titles.
Oh, yeah. Io Sky was the only one retained.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's start off with, what was it? Friday night? Was it Friday?
Saturday.
Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, I'm trying to make sure we have here Saturday, Sunday. Okay, Saturday results. We had the triple threat match with Seth Rollins against Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Now, I think we all talked about a double turn, didn't we? It was mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew that it was going to be Seth was going to be the winner, and he was also going to end up with Paul Heyman. We all said,
Yeah. Well, you kind of see that coming from a mile away.
It's pretty obvious, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But yeah, Seth Rollins he turned both on CM Punk and on Roman, as well as Paul Heyman did, and of course they walked out together. So now a surprise was the next night, which I'll get to that here in a little bit. Paul Heyman has brought another person into his little fold, and we'll talk about that here a little bit later.
Yes, that's going to be interesting.
So let me go back to Saturday. The WWE Women's Championship match was Tiffany Stratton defending against Charlotte Flair.
Oh, she retained.
Yeah, she retained. Oh, that's right. She did retain. That's right.
Yeah, both women's titles were retained.
And Tiffany was rumored to have lost some teeth or chipped her teeth.
Well, they showed a picture. It looked like they were gnarled up, but then not that much long after, she's got her teeth look perfectly fine.
She lost her veneers. That's what happened. Her veneers fell out.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They said that was kind of they said it was a pretty good match. I've heard they thought it was a pretty good match.
Charlotte was a little stiff.
Yeah, I heard that too.
She was working stiff, and she was working. Looked like she potatoed her a few times too.
Well, she has been out of action for quite a while. You know, she's rehabbing that knee. Came in after not having a whole lot of work out in the ring, and then I think there was a little bit of personal stuff there too. I mean, they took shots at each other in that promo battle. So, but Charlotte came out on the losing end of that one. Tiffany retains.
She was also dealing with the case of avalanche, but
I've been hearing about that. I have a different opinion of that, but then you had the United States Heavyweight Championship match. Jacob Fatu, he defeated LA Knight.
Pretty good match.
I heard it was a good match. He gave LA Knight props.
Match.
He gave LA Knight props.
Great entrance by Jacob Fatu with the custom mask from the guy who did the Fiend mask as well.
And then Haku
came werewolf mask.
Came up to the ring afterwards to congratulate him.
Yeah, who's gonna stop Haku?
Yeah,
nobody.
I'm not.
Nobody.
Not me.
Not even a SWAT team's gonna stop him.
Nobody stops.
No.
There was a story. Wasn't there a story out there? He took on a SWAT team or something.
I hadn't heard that one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Only way you can stop Haku's with guns ablazing. That's
right. A rocket, cannon, maybe.
Yeah. And so we got a new U.S. champion, Jacob Fatu. You think he'll keep the belt very long?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do. I think he's going to be
well deserved.
Match of the night.
Yep. I agree.
Maybe
with
the
that.
match of WrestleMania.
I would say that.
I can't see any other match that came out better than that one.
The ladies' match came pretty darn close.
Yeah, it did.
The ladies three-way. That was a good match.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, I was you just took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, I'm not saying.
No, repeat that. Repeat that in hour number 2.
Okay.
Next match was Jade Cargill defeated Naomi, and I guess that was pretty brutal. In fact, they said that Naomi took a legit bump.
That power bomb.
The power bomb. Yeah.
It was pretty dope, though.
All right, Stokes. Saw your video earlier.
Sorry about that. I didn't see you grab that.
Spraying a belt with either red or oxblood paint.
What's up, Ryan?
He's another guy that does
Awesome
great
video.
Yep. Why are my comments?
I don't know. What'd you do with them?
I don't know. LCJ. Fatu will
yes,
be a
Jay.
GOAT.
Yes.
Some people are saying he's going to be WWE champion before it's all said and done.
One day, I can guarantee one day he will be. He will be.
Within a year or
Him
two.
and Braun. Him and Braun.
Yeah, Braun will be the.
Yeah, you already see they're gonna start grooming Braun.
Yeah.
I think Braun's gonna win Money in the Bank.
You think?
Yeah.
Didn't he win it last year?
No.
Okay, maybe not. Okay.
No, but I think he's gonna win it this year. I really do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I would pick him.
This is his year.
I would pick him.
Mm-hmm. It's my pick.
Because you got to turn out. You got to turn over that roster eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the cream always rises to the top. Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
And then we had the World Tag Team Title match. The New Day took on the War Raiders.
And there was no doubt the New Day was going to.
No, we all knew that. We all saw that coming. I heard about that.
Yes, she did.
Yep. You're getting ahead of me there, Jim. We'll get to it. Oh, Ben, you handsome devil, you.
He's damn handsome.
Isn't he? We're all damn handsome.
That is just damn handsome.
That's what we already named the show. Damn handsome.
Damn handsome Ben.
There you go. Yep. The Damn Handsome Podcast.
The damn handsome man.
So the New Day is going to be the new World Tag Team Champions. I don't think they'll keep the belts long.
No, I don't see it being a long run.
No, because they're on the backside of their careers. It's time for some fresh meat. But they're the champions for now.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended the night with the World Heavyweight Championship match, Jey Uso versus Gunther. Now, what did we predict?
Actually, that was the first match.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going in order it's listed here.
It was the very first match. Which
I had predicted.
Oh, they're in backwards order. That's what the deal is.
I wish they wouldn't have done it so early. I mean,
yeah.
I predicted he would win by disqualification.
We all knew Jey was going to win.
We didn't think Jey Uso would come away with the title.
I thought Gunther was going to win.
Yeah, and he should have.
Well, it's just strictly the merch. The merch that Jey is selling, they're going to,
Mm-hmm.
The tap out was too phony for me and too quick.
Yeah, Gunther tapping out. Come on, that was bogus. That was.
Somebody posted a picture. Somebody posted a picture of Dave Gunther sitting at I guess a poker table at a casino, and said he would make a good Bond villain, and I can't unsee that now.
Yep. Somebody took a video of him walking the ramp after his loss.
Yeah.
And they said he was physically, what do you call that? Distraught. And they can see it in him and the way he was talking when he was walking up the ramp.
So Jay's going to be the champ for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Gunther will get that title back?
Not soon. I think Jay's going to have a few month run with it. Because he's so over.
He is over, yeah.
You shouldn't have.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Submission, yeah. So we got a few more weeks or months of yeeting.
Mm-hmm.
General Zod, yeah, you make a good General Zod. You be Trap Jaw. What?
Trap Jaw.
Oh, from James Bond.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's Jaws.
I got you.
Yeah,
Jaws Keel.
Okay.
Yeah.
That guy was crazy.
That guy was supposedly a sweetheart in real life.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Right? So I guess
yeah.
he's really not main event Jey Uso anymore. Call him Open Uso.
You think after he won, he's feeling very oozy?
Oh,
Could be.
yeah, he was feeling very oozy that night. He could barely get a word out.
Yeah. So
He really celebrated after he won.
I do like his side plates though. He got that blue
Yeah, those
paint.
look good on that belt. They really do.
Yeah. They look better than the Gunther plates, but
And of course, every one, the side plates went up to what, 120, 129, something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
Time for profit.
Oh yeah, he hit the bottle, I think.
Oh, he
between
was feeling very good.
Oh yeah, he was loaded. He was
That
loaded.
was pretty quick, don't you think, guys?
Yeah, it was. I don't know if I was an actor or what it was, but yeah, it was a little odd. It was a little odd. But yeah, it was quite an
I
interesting
guess
interview.
it's like Jamie Foxx once said, blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah. But he was I mean, he was feeling it, I guess.
I gotta
boy,
get
was
those
he
side
feeling it.
plates.
Yeah. So that ended the night. Actually, the triple threat night ended the night. So then we move on to Sunday. And we start. Now, was a triple threat women's world championship match the
Yes.
first one?
Yes, for the
Okay.
heavyweight.
Oh,
For the
these are
women's
in backwards order. I'm going to scroll down instead of up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Io Sky retained her women's world championship against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. And I didn't see the match, but based on the previous promos where Rhea and Bianca were arguing and Io got tossed aside, did the match go that way?
Kind of part of it, and
Yeah.
then
Somewhat.
it started going, towards more of a conventional 3-way, and Io won.
Yeah.
I kind of saw that coming, but I wasn't sure. Because they for some reason they've been pushing her pretty good.
Yeah.
And putting her over.
And they keep hinting at Bianca Belair turning heel.
I think she's kind of already started, don't you?
Yeah.
With her attitude.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
But Io, I mean, she's really good in the ring. She's very athletic, very acrobatic, but she's awful kind of small, in my opinion.
Io can do it all except for on the mic, because obvious reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the ring, she's wonderful. She's great.
She needs a advocate like Paul Heyman or a female advocate.
Yeah,
maybe.
she's not bad. I mean, she can
Sonny Ono.
speak a little bit.
Sonny Ono, yeah.
She's not Camille.
No.
Oh, geez, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It looked like it. Yeah, it looked like it.
Did
When
she
Camille
fall off
talks,
the
she
earth?
sounds like cornbread.
Did she fall off the planet? She hasn't done anything in a long time.
It's
Yeah, I don't know what's
AEW,
up
so
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
she's in catering right now.
Bianca and Rhea were fighting for real. Now I saw a video today where Bianca come up and hug Rhea backstage.
Yeah, backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all hugged each other
Yeah.
Mhm.
at the end. Yeah.
It just amazes me how they can keep a straight face through all this out in the public. They're in the
Mhm.
ring, act like they hate each other. They go to the back, and
Mhm.
I would think somebody crack up, or something.
They beat the
just-
hell out of each other in the ring, and then they hug each other backstage.
Yep,
It's
it's
just how it
amazing that
is.
they can do that. So then we have our next match of the evening, the Sin City Street Fight between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, which Drew won.
That wasn't a bad match.
Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad
I
at
didn't
all.
like that Drew took the selfie during the match.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
that was kind of cheesy, but that's all part of being a blankety blank. I mean, that's just
Yeah, I guess.
for heel to do things like that.
Well, I mean, didn't Logan Paul do the same thing with a drone?
Yeah, he had the drone. Yeah.
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 He did that with the drone.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I would like to see Drew get a decent push because he was the WWE champion during the COVID year. He didn't really get to hold that title in front of an audience. So I think he needs a decent push. And
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And
Give him a run with the belt.
Yep. Yeah. They did. So Drew McIntyre wins that match. Does that end that little feud? Where do you think Drew's going?
I
from
hope
here?
so.
I
hope-
so. It's
I
gone
hope
on
it
a
ends.
long-
Yeah.
It's been going on for a year.
Well, what about Damian Priest? Where's he going to go from here?
That's the good question.
So hopefully they can do something with both of them. I like both of them. I like Damian, and I like Damian better as a babyface, really.
I thought it was pretty cool. Damien came out to the guitarist from Slayer. That was pretty cool.
To be honest, since he left Judgment Day, he hasn't had the same.
Yeah.
Whatever. He was so much. I don't know, just different when he's in Judgment Day.
He was a beast when he was in Judgment Day. Now he's just a joke.
Yeah. It's a shame. But even when he was a heel with Judgment Day, he had some babyface tendencies. He was like the voice of reason. It just is amazing. I thought he makes a pretty good babyface.
It was obvious he was going to turn face when he did.
Yeah. So we'll see where that goes with him and Drew. But I'd like to see both of them get a decent run somewhere. Then we come on to the Fatal 4-Way. I hate Fatal 4-Ways.
I do too.
IC Championship match between Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Penta. And Dominic comes out with the Intercontinental title.
Me and Andy were right.
Yep.
We predicted exactly how it was going to happen.
And I suspect there's going to be a little fallout here because Finn was trying to screw Dominic over, and Dominic ends up screwing him over. So I think there's going to be some tension there.
Yeah, there's going to be. They're all buddy right now, but
Dominic face turn.
Yeah, he's going to
get kicked out Judgment Day.
He's going to have a face turn, and then he's going to have the ultimate back with his father.
I'll tell you how it's going to start, though. Liv is going to go with Finn. Because if you guys remember the storyline, Finn had the hotel key, took it away from Dominic, remember? So I have a feeling Finn met her in the hotel. And Finn was the one that bailed him out. Not
anything's
Liv.
Possible.
Well, we'll see. Finn makes a pretty good heel.
He does. I like him.
He can do it both ways.
I like him better as a heel than a face.
Yeah.
I hope not. 3 days.
So Dominic is the new Intercontinental Champion, and there was a video I saw today also of him backstage flaunting that belt in front of Scott Steiner and the rest of the Steiner brothers, Steiner family. So
could that be Scott doing kayfabe?
I don't know. Could be. You think JD McDonough's is done?
No, he looked like he was, okay. I mean, physically, he wasn't in the ring, but he looked okay. I mean,
he was hurt, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had that really bad where they slammed, or he hit the what the.
Oh, I'm with you on that one, Steven.
Steven.
Yeah. He's living life, isn't he? Living life.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
What if what's her name Raquel turns against Liv and Finn and goes with Dominic?
Could happen.
I don't like her. She just don't like her.
Yeah.
You don't like her because she has no boobies.
Richard, what's on your mind talking like that? Richard.
Hey, I'm being honest. Being honest.
Wow.
I never would have thought that about it. Come on.
Judgment Day. All right. So then we go on to the
Judgment Day is going to be over.
So then we go on to the Randy Orton versus Joe Hendry match. This is the surprise opponent for Randy Orton because of Kevin Owens getting hurt, and Joe Hendry comes out, and wasn't it like a 2-minute match?
Wasn't very long at all.
Yeah, and Joe Hendry, the TNA Heavyweight Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, takes an RKO and loses the match within 2 minutes, if even that long.
I gotta give Randy props for that.
But that has to give TNA a boost. Their champion was on WrestleMania.
Yes.
Oh yeah, nobody's complaining.
Yes.
In TNA.
He had his WrestleMania moment, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't mean JD McDonough. He meant Judgment Day.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Acronym. All right.
I like what you did there.
Going on.
But the pitiful part is that they squashed a world champion. I mean, you squashed him.
Not his show.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, that guy walked out the ramp and was in front of the biggest crowd he was ever around.
And he's content with that.
His moment.
I heard him interviewed, and he loved every second of it. He loved it.
every second.
He-
All three of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he got the biggest pop he got in his career that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Dominic supposedly got the biggest pop of the night.
And this was
Yes,
the guy
when he came back out.
Yeah.
This guy would have the deafening boos. Now he's getting. I mean, yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows he's turning heel. I mean, face.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, I didn't like the squash world champion like that. That's just, make it 5-10 minutes long or something. Don't just squash him like that with one move and you're done. And then we had the women's tag team title match. No, I'm sorry, I skipped one. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. Logan Paul won that match. Was that AJ Styles passing the
AJ
torch?
should have won that match.
You think it's passing the torch?
I don't know.
Not necessarily. I think it just gives it more legs to continue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think that was the only match I was off on. I didn't have Logan winning. I had AJ winning.
I thought AJ would lose just because he's talking retirement. He's going to start putting people over
Mm-hmm.
on his way out. I don't think they're
I think it's
done.
going to be. I think he's going to put Killian over when they have a match together.
Karrion Kross, yeah. Yeah, and we'll
Karrion
talk about
Kross.
Karrion Kross here
I
in a
think
little bit.
he's
We'll
gonna
talk
put
about
him
him. Yeah, we'll talk about Killer Kross here in a little bit. He had a little interesting promo. Greatest Mysterio of all time. But I don't know if Logan Paul and AJ Styles are quite done yet. I don't know.
I don't think they are.
We'll see.
I think they're done.
And then we have the women's tag team title match. Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch, who was her surprise partner, comes out and they defeat Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to become the WWE tag team women's titles.
I said who the replacement was going to be.
Yeah.
I did too.
And their title reign lasted a whole 24 hours.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that fall here a little bit too.
Yeah. No.
What do you think about that match?
I wasn't shocked.
It was pretty decent. I mean,
One
I wasn't
bad.
shocked
it
with the
wasn't a bad
outcome.
match.
Wasn't bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Liv came across as weak. I mean, she always acts cowardly. She always comes across as weak. I think she's pretty good in the ring, but it just seems like she cowers down when she faces a quality opponent. But I like Liv. I really do.
She's easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm playing it conservatively because my mom may be watching.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
I don't know if she's watching or not.
Hi, just in case.
Yeah. Logan Paul is really good in the ring. Yes.
He's a
And
very
he
quick
can't be a
look.
jerk. Yeah, he can't be a jerk.
Very
He
quick
jumped
look.
halfway across the ring to land on AJ.
Yeah. He's putting in the work. He is. And he comes across as a heel pretty well. But I just think he's a little arrogant about it.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Him and his brother are both arrogant.
Mhm.
We got to remember, Triple H was like that. Remember Triple H said, if you can get the fans to hate you, then you made it. And all the
Yeah.
fans hate Logan. So
Yeah.
he's doing his job. He's doing his job.
Yeah, that's true. So that title reign lasted a total of 24 hours. They lost it on the Monday Night Raw, which led to another thing we'll talk about here in a little bit. So then we had Stone Cold Steve Austin come out to give the attendance count.
Yeah, attendance.
He couldn't even make it to the damn ring. He made a wrong turn,
Oh,
missed
boy.
the entrance ramp. He backed up, hit the side of the ramp. They had to lift the thing up, move it over so he could back up, go up the ramp. He comes down, makes a couple of rounds around the ring, crashes into the barrier, and knocks a gal. Well, I say
No,
knocked, she flopped.
She faked it very badly.
She flopped. Yes, she flopped.
I'm hearing she's going to start wearing a green shirt now.
But yeah, that wasn't a good look to have Stone Cold. I don't think there'll be another ATV come to the ring.
I'm sorry, but that was fake, guys. That lady, she stood there for a few seconds and then jumped back.
Yeah, she had a
She
delay.
flopped.
After it was it.
Delayed
I think she's-
reaction fall.
I think she's related to damn, who's the basketball player for the Lakers?
Oh, LeBron?
LeBron. Yeah, she's probably related to LeBron. She flopped just like LeBron.
As soon as she knew she was on camera, that's when she did it.
Drunk cold Steve.
If
Yeah.
you notice it.
She watched it. She backed up, and then she looked, and she just fell back.
She knew what she was doing, what she was trying to do, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Khan came running over to check on
I
her.
hope so, Scott. Yeah, Nick Khan checked on her. Yeah. So probably
Stone Cold did too.
Probably gave her a cup and a couple of keychains.
I hope he gave her a hardcore belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I hate that belt. Oh,
She probably
I'm
got
gonna
a
make my
Stone Cold T-shirt. There you go. Took a finger poke of doom. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. And then we had our
come on,
final match of the whole show. Closed out WrestleMania 41 with the undisputed WWE Championship match, which is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. And John Cena won his 17th world title match in WWE.
The GOAT.
I have mixed emotions about this.
Travis
GOAT.
Scott was not needed at all.
That was
Yeah.
the only thing that was not even.
Yeah.
Nope.
The guy took forever getting down to the ring, and then when it was no point. Why? I guess
Yeah.
because The Rock wasn't there, and he should have been. But that, makes sense to them, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm hearing rumors, and I hope it's not true, that they want to tag him and Cena up. I don't want to see him in the ring. I'm sorry.
Well, I heard he's training. I hope not that he's not going to do it, but I heard he's training.
I don't want to see him back in the ring.
Okay, let him get in the ring with Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny would take care of him.
Oh, I would love to see that
I
in
would
Puerto
love-
Rico.
Yes.
Well, he's going to have to learn to pull his punches a little bit better after he slapped Cody at night. Now, supposedly he was told to do it.
he was
He was told to smack the S out of Cody.
Yes, I forgot who told him.
He busted Cody's eardrum. He went way too far with that smack.
Yeah,
The Rock said, "Slap the S out of him."
That's who it was. That's who it was. I
he
knew
took
somebody
it
told him to do
further
that.
than that, but
And supposedly Cody was fine with it.
Yep.
And supposedly Cody was fine with it.
Or was he?
I don't know. He's the only one that
The
really
Rock
knows.
says, The Rock was quoted in saying, he says, "I told you to hit him, but not to knock the S out of him."
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I said, he busted his eardrum. My God.
Yeah. Yeah. So Cena won the title dirty. Won the title. He dared Cody to hit him with the belt. Cody wanted to play the good guy. Said, "No, I'm not going to do it." So Cena kicks him in the jewels again, and then hits him with the belt and gets the pin for 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's now 17-time champ, and he's going to
Typical
ruin
heel
wrestling
move.
now. He's going to ruin wrestling now. Now we're going to get a new title out of this, aren't we?
No, the Universal, just the
Yes.
plain Universal, not the Undisputed. They retired the Universal.
The blue one.
Yeah, the blue one, but not the.
I thought they retired that a long time ago.
But he's
Well, it wasn't retired. It switched over.
Roman.
They switched Roman over to the Undisputed.
Okay, so they get rid of the Universal part of it. So it's just going to be the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So what value does that give the
But
World
I think that
Championship?
The world title. Is
I think
the
the
one-
design.
the world title is what Jay hit.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
if you got Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, then
I know
what good does that do the world title?
it doesn't make.
Which
any
one
sense.
has more prestige?
I think the undisputed design is going to be done with after John Cena.
We can
That
hope so.
design is going to disappear. I hope so.
Yeah, I'm tired of looking at the logo belts. I'm just tired of looking at them.
Just the legacy of the logo belt started with The Rock, and it's going to end with John Cena.
Okay. Let's don't bring back a spinner belt. People want a spinner to come back. I just don't want to see another
I
spinner.
thought sure he was going to come back with it, but thank goodness he hasn't.
Yeah. So WrestleMania 41 is in the books. We've had several new champions, just a couple retained. And then we go into Monday Night Raw, and Becky Lynch and who's she teaming with?
Lyra.
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 I kept on saying Raquel, but that was the opposite side.
She was a terrible heel. I hope they changed something to make this work. She was a terrible heel last time.
Yeah. So her and I keep on saying Raquel. Her and Lyra lost tag team championships,
Mhm.
and Becky turns heel and attacks Lyra Valkyria. Now, do you think they're going to face off for the Intercontinental title?
Probably. It's more of a revenge type of thing because Lyra beat Becky for the didn't she beat her for the NXT title
I think she did
last year?
Yes.
Or the year?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. So
we'll talk about that in a minute.
That probably is all working into the little angle storyline.
Oh, Joseph.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, Joseph, what's up?
So we will get back to Raw here in a moment. We are actually at hour number 2 already.
Wow.
Can you believe that? And you are watching Spanning the Globe on the Podcast Mafia Network. That first hour went by quick, didn't it?
Sure did.
Wow.
Had a lot to talk about.
If you're still with us, well, thank you for that. And we want to remind you the show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Beaver Leathering, by Ashley Southern Designs, and by Unique Championship Belts. And if you want to tune in Saturday night, Double Dropkick Podcast is back after a 2-week hiatus. Kevin's going to come back with a wonderful guest. So be sure you give him a like, subscribe, and a view. He would greatly appreciate that. He appreciates your support and loves all of his viewers, as we do. And this the YouTube portion of the show is made possible by a partnership with the Brothers of Kayfabe logo podcast.
The logo's important.
I'm reading the thing, the tag on it says Brothers logo. Just off night, I guess. They help us to make the StreamYard subscription more affordable for all of us so we can bring this content to you on both YouTube and Facebook. We thank them for their partnership. Also, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers on the YouTube channel, the Wide World of Belts YouTube channel. So if you're not already subscribed, we greatly appreciate you do that. You may do that now. If you're watching already, just click that like and subscribe button. And when we get to 500 subscribers, we're going to give away this beautiful belt by Unique Championship Belts.
This belt can be yours.
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to do it yet, but we're going to do it. I actually have the plates. That one is my belt, but I ordered another set of plates just like these. They're dual-plated, 4mm CNC plates. They will be put on my leather, just like that strap there. They will have a belt tip on it. I got the plates. I got the belt tip. I just don't have the leather yet, but we do have a little time. I think we're just a little over 200 subscribers right now, which is completely unacceptable. So hit that like and subscribe button and get your friends to like and subscribe as well.
Tell your friends, tell your neighbors.
That's right. And tell your employees, your employers.
Tell everybody. Tell everybody. Yeah. They have a chance of winning that belt too.
Tell your secretaries. Tell your butlers. But we won't give away that belt. So
tell
be sure
everybody.
you do that.
Tell everybody.
Also have for sale this send-out strap for the Premier Dome Globe. It is laced. It is beautiful. All you have to do is take the screws off your Premier. This is a Premier only, not the Figs, not the Fandu. Just take the screws off the back of your Premier, put them on the through this strap on your plates, and you got yourself a pretty accurate TV accurate belt. I'm asking $350 ship for this. I don't know, $350 ship for this. That pineapple juice is pretty strong. And I also have for sale.
Sure, it's pineapple juice.
Are you sure that's pineapple juice?
Yeah.
He's got a mimosa.
I also have for sale this beautiful AWA tag. Has a couple of etching issues on the main plate, which I talked about the first hour. This belt right here, I'm asking $275 ship for this. This is by Dream Championship Belts on my leather. And I had somebody who was wanting this, but I'm still waiting for payment. So until I receive that, this will be for sale. So you can't affect the show. Otherwise, it will be on the sales post tomorrow. So thank you for your consideration. Yes, get rid of the logo belt. No, we did not talk about AAA yet. That's on the list to talk about. As a matter of fact, that is next on the agenda here.
Add something to your list.
Yeah.
We forgot to mention GCW matches with Natalya, Cross, and who else was it? There was 3 superstars. I can't think of the third one. Andy, you remember the third one for the GCW matches for the WWE superstars?
I'm trying.
I know it was Killian, Natalia. She won her match. There was one more.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Yeah, I got your place right over there.
My connection is going bad, so it might cut out.
Okay. We're supposed to get storms tonight, but don't see anything on the radar
Yeah,
yet.
we got them here today.
I hope we get some rain here because we haven't
We had some rain
in a
last
while
night.
here.
Check the radar real quick. We had a chance of severe storms tonight. We do have storms not coming this way. They're down in northeast Texas. Okay. But yeah, WWE bought AAA, and their first order of business was to fire Alberto Patron, aka Alberto Del Rio.
Shocker.
Yeah, I mean the guy's he's a pain, for lack of a better term.
So we know for a fact Paige is going to return to the WWE if he's gone.
Let me see if I find that picture. No, I don't have that picture. I do not. But yeah, they bought out AAA and they fired Alberto, or released him, not fired him. I guess they fired him. I heard about that, Scott. Heard about that.
Was it me or did what's his name? Go ahead, Ben.
And Alberto Del Rio is their world champion.
Yeah. So they're going to have a vacant championship. They got the fight with the crowd.
Yeah, he was on suspension. Yeah,
he's got a temper. So WWE came in and bought the company and said, "We're not messing with that." Out he goes.
Didn't he get into
Andrade
stuff
like it was
with Paige? He had trouble with Paige.
Yeah, beat her up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there'll be some interesting content once they get into making the changeover.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a rumor they might buy the World Wrestling Council, the Puerto Rican
I can see it.
Puerto Rican promotion.
Well, the Colognes were talking. Carlito and his brother were talking.
That's where
There's
that
a
comes
video
from.
of-
I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot Carlito was a Cologne.
yeah, they were talking, and they said we got business to discuss, and they walked out the sliding door, and it closed.
Huh. That's possible. That's quite possible.
So, what were they called? The brothers, the two brothers, or the brother and the cousin? Wasn't it something with a P? Or was it the
I
Matadors?
don't know.
Was it the Primo brothers? I can't remember.
no,
They
one
came out
was
with those-
Epico. One was
They came out with the mask, like the bullfighters.
yeah. And then they had the midget.
Midget, say little people.
Midget.
the little bull guy.
Macros. They call macros. They call macros now. That's what they call them over here. They call macros.
They had him, the one that was dressed up as a bull, right?
Yeah.
They were just called the Colognes.
Oh, were they? I thought they were called the Matadors or something like that.
There was the Matadors for a minute.
The Colognes. Oh, the Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean that's just a rumor right now. I'm not sure if that's actually a serious thing or not. But if Carlito's involved, I'm sure he'll be the
Here's
mascot.
my-
Well, he was running the company for a while.
Carlito was. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Here's my next question for you guys. What was the whole deal with Rock and the New Japan shirt with the Rubik's Cube?
Trying to get us under the impression that they're going to buy that next. Because he
Are
was,
they
think
gonna
it's
buy
gonna
out the
happen?
whole?
he was
are they
sitting
gonna
there
buy
very
the whole industry?
perplexed looking at the Rubik's Cube with that shirt on. And he's on the board of directors. So what do you
I mean,
think?
just think the library of New Japan, how much that's worth alone. Just the library.
The Library of World Wrestling Council.
Yep.
Goes back to the 70s. For those that don't know, the World Wrestling Council was created by Gorilla Monsoon.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And he was in close relations with WWE. As a matter of fact, World Wrestling Council used to be a they had a partnership where they were like a developmental promotion for WWE for a little bit too. So that library is huge. A lot of Brody content, a lot of Abdullah the Butcher, a lot of Carlos Colon, a lot of like King Kong Bundy, a lot of those guys went down there.
The Muscamager.
Yeah, saw that.
Yeah.
But that'll be interesting to see. I've never seen Puerto Rico wrestling except what I'd seen on YouTube from back in the 80s. Carlos Colon, Bruiser Brody, Abdullah the Butcher.
Now, another question is, do you guys think because Triple H and TKO are involved and Vince has gone that more of these wrestling organizations are willing to do business now?
Possibly.
I would think so. I mean, because we
Yeah.
heard nothing but bad stuff about negotiating with Vince. I would have to think so.
Vince killed the territories.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he sure did.
Let's start with that.
Yeah.
He killed the territories. And I'm going to say this too, and it's going to be an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say this guy's name. Jim Crockett
Kevin O'Keefe.
killed the promotion, killed
Yes, he did.
the indies.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
Because they want to try to go national. Vern Gagne killed the indies.
Oh, Kevin?
Hey,
The
Kevin.
big three killed the indies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, the AWA tried to acquire World Class, came up with the USWA, tried to do those national shows, and they failed miserably. So the AWA is partially responsible for the territory system dying off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those three, Gagne,
Yeah.
Crockett, McMahon. A lot of people try to blame just McMahon, but the other two was responsible too for it.
Well, AWA had the ESPN TV contract, but I guess
Right.
it just didn't catch on, I guess.
Which I don't understand. You were on ESPN. Vince
Yeah.
couldn't even pull that off. How did a Vern Gagne old ass pull it off?
Yeah. I mean, it had a good run there for a little bit, but it just didn't last
Yeah.
very long at all.
It
Super
did.
Clash killed it.
Yeah, Super Clash. Yeah, that's Super Clash and Wrestle Rock. Them
I forgot
two
Wrestle Rock.
shows was disasters.
Yeah.
Along with
We
the
forgot-
whole agreement with World Class didn't work out.
Yeah. Well, that was Jarrett being greedy.
Yeah.
We forgot one match, guys.
Which
Americano and Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see it on the list.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I didn't agree with that.
I didn't either.
I believe Phoenix should have won that one.
You should have won that. Why would you bring him in, give him this quick push,
In WrestleMania,
get him on WrestleMania, and have him lose?
I agree.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Didn't make any sense to me.
I thought that Americano would be unmasked by the end of the match.
Someone said that Ray Phoenix was a really emotional being coming out in WrestleMania to have his first time big match at WrestleMania. That was his WrestleMania moment.
Good for him.
Him and
his
Penta
brother
was
both.
in the back. Yep.
Him and his brother
It
both.
was a very
You know,
emotional moment for both of them.
look where they came from. Look what they escaped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They escaped AEW, and we're gonna talk about somebody else that's escaping AEW too.
Yep. Like we all
Well-
talked about.
But you know, they go from performing in half-filled arenas to performing in front of 63,000. You know,
Laverty's still on.
They were
that
in the
one. This is
moment, but that was
Americano
cool.
Grande.
that's cool to see those guys. They get most wrestlers. Their goal is to get in the WWE.
Yeah.
That's their goal.
Mm-hmm.
They've made it once they get to WWE. Someone will try to say, "Oh no, I just want to do." You want to get to WWE?
Yes.
You
That's
know,
everybody's dream.
What's his name in AEW? flippity flop dude. What's the name? The Australian from New
Will
Zealand.
Ospreay.
Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can try to talk all that trash if he wants, but deep down, he wish he was in WWE and had his chance.
Yeah, his chance. Yes, he
Had
did.
his chance.
And then right after
And-
he joined AEW's bad mouth in WWE. It's like, okay,
Right.
you know,
Like,
Burn your
bro,
burn that
like, come
bridge.
on, man.
Burn
Come
that
on, man.
bridge.
We've seen
Burn that
it.
bridge.
We've seen it before, though. When money talks, BS walks.
Well, this should tell you. This should tell you how big the impact of getting into WWE. And I'm gonna say two names. Okada, Shinsuke Nakamura. The two biggest stars of New Japan Pro Wrestling over the last 25 years came to the States.
Okada has been the biggest joke in AEW.
Right.
He's the Burger King champion.
Look where they parallel now.
Good comment.
Look where they parallel. And Okada didn't need to come over.
Kevin, you weren't
Okada
supposed to
stayed
tell
in New
everybody
Japan.
that. That was my secret.
Those two guys
Gracias.
came over here. You know, Asuka. A lot of the Japanese girls, Asuka, Kyrie was doing great. She was New Japan Women's Champion. And this is after she done left WWE and went home to Japan and then came back.
Kyrie's going to be in the heavyweight championship soon.
You know,
She's getting
Io.
big.
Look at them. They had Io's sister at Wrestlemania too.
Thank
You
you,
know,
Kevin.
her sister is a wrestler over there.
While y'all talking, I'm gonna show this off so Kevin can see it.
Who cares what Kevin can see?
Let me take that down here.
Oh, he can see real well. Keep calling me sexy and everything. I
can see clearly now.
Good eyes. He's got good eyes.
So yeah, all those guys come. They all want to be in WWE. They can try to deny it if they want, but they want to be in on lights. That's why some of them take it really hard when they get released.
Yep.
Because they feel like their dream was shattered, and it's not always their fault. Is you have so much talent pool there, you get lost in the shuffle.
Well, it's true. It's like Ben said, when they make it to WWE, they've made it to the big time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like the major league. All the rest of them are the minor league.
Yeah, it's like the major league. Even people from New Japan, when they come over to WWE, the same reaction. They've made it to the big time.
Tiffy time.
Oh, brother.
There was another wardrobe malfunction last night or Monday night.
I was just gonna say that.
I care who was that?
It was Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill.
No. The guy with the leggings, the fishnet leggings.
Oh, Jada Parker.
Yeah, Jada Parker.
Oh,
showing her goodies.
I seen them goodies.
Showing your treats.
Yeah.
Yeah, showing treats.
That wasn't last night. That wasn't last night. That was a couple weeks ago.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a
it
couple
was
weeks
few
ago.
back. Yeah.
They just made the
I
Greek
did watch.
Yeah,
I did watch
I'll put it up there.
NXT Saturday morning. It was pretty good. I gotta say, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that show was good.
Platinum
Tony
wants to know what,
D'Angelo is bound for the main roster. It's coming.
Platinum wants to know if Nakamura leaves from New Japan, TKO buys New Japan. What happens then?
He's right back where he was at.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They brought me back in.
I've been saying it for years that Nakamura needs to go home.
He does.
Yeah.
What if they buy it and he's released?
Even if you,
Right
well, he can go to Pro Wrestling Noah and be fine.
That's true. That's true.
You know, they have a escape over in Japan. Go to Pro Wrestling Noah.
I just like it after so many years we're seeing this company move in a direction where Vince never wanted to do.
Well, the problem is he wanted to age the company along with himself instead of letting that company not necessarily die, but it needs to regenerate itself. You need a new generation. You have NXT, and a few years back, remember NXT was starting to become the number one brand.
Triple H
was running it.
Originally, it was their developmental, right? At one time,
right?
NXT.
But it started catching and up to Raw and SmackDown, where I used to more anticipate watching NXT than the other two brands.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vince went in there and did that NXT 2.0 and tried to soften the product because he seen Triple H had that company gaining.
Yep.
Had that brand gaining. And he wanted to take away from it. And that was messed up for him to do that. Just because you didn't create it, you didn't run it, he won't credit for it.
How many times was the NXT titles changed since they started it?
4 times?
4 times, yeah. 4 times
3
now.
or 4. Okay. Yeah, it's on his 4th generation, yeah. They never had a bad design, but
what's up, Alyssa?
Hey, Alyssa.
Triple H did
Alyssa
a bang up job with that, and
Shawn Michaels grabbed the ball and he's running with it.
Yeah.
He's done a good job. He really has.
He's doing a really good job.
Think about this. 25 years ago, if you would have told me in 25 years DX would have been running WWE, what would you what would you have said? You're like, yeah, right.
That's wild.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man. Road Dogg, Triple H, and Shawn.
That's wild.
They essentially run the WWE products now.
Yeah, the first NXT belt was just the Big X, wasn't it?
I actually liked that belt. I had that belt and I let it slide out of my hands again. That was a good one. I like that design. It was a fingerprint magnet.
Do all right.
I'll
do all right.
Yep. Tomorrow night, Joe.
But New Japan is in the same situation as WWE. They need to regenerate. They're working on it.
Hey, Melissa.
Hello, Melissa.
What's up, Melissa?
They may have wanted to leave, not have Tanahashi be president.
My wife's probably watching
absolutely no sense. I think we touched on it last week. Naito not leaving, or Naito's leaving New Japan. So I mean, he's pretty banged up. So it's time for them to regenerate their product too.
I wish I could get New Japan programming where I'm at.
You're gonna have to go on YouTube, Mark, if you want to watch it.
Yeah,
you gotta watch through the app.
Okay.
Yeah, or the app.
It was on Access TV. I don't know if it's on that channel anymore.
No.
I haven't seen it come up.
I think Women of Wrestling is on Access again.
Are they on there?
It's on the YouTube TV.
Yeah.
What about TNA? TNA's on. Access.
TNA's on there. Yeah, I watch. I DVR it every week. It's been pretty good. I gotta say, it's been pretty good.
I like New Japan Wrestling. What I like about it is the pomp and circumstance. I mean, after the match, they come in the ring, put the ice bags on the backs of their necks, and
they spray on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like their victory celebration when there's a new champ. Well, not even a new champion. When the champion defends, whether he loses or not, whoever's the champion.
If those streamers in the ring.
That's the intro. That's to help fight the spirit and keep the spirit strong.
What that is? Okay.
They do the flowers, right? They do the flowers to the winner and stuff like that.
No, sometimes they do the streamers. Even some of the American companies have adapted that, especially when they get a Japanese wrestler. But yeah, that's ceremonial type of stuff that, back in the 80s, they used to have those big old trophies
Yes.
Yeah, they bring him in the
Every time
ring.
a champion, they bring him in the ring, and the champion would pose with the trophies. I remember All Japan had that one trophy that was the globe.
The big globe with the spikes on
Had
top.
Spikes on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yep. I remember that.
When Ric Flair beat Kerry Von Erich to get the NWA title back, there's a picture of him on Pro Wrestling Illustrated with the belt around his waist and those big trophies in front.
Those trophies are, yeah.
And they used to bring him to the press conference too, right?
Mm-hmm.
They would put him on the thing.
Those trophies probably collecting dust somewhere in a warehouse, I'm sure, in Tokyo.
Right?
No, they know how to display their stuff over there.
Do they?
That's just like the All Japan Triple Crown, the 3 belts. They're on display unless they do like a special event or something, and then the champion comes out with the 3 belts.
Huh.
They'll bring them out every once a year or so.
Yeah.
I believe it, Scott. Wrestling's got to change with the times. It's like Ben said, the fresh blood, the new era.
Let me say something. And I know some people ain't gonna like what I'm getting ready to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We gotta quit trying to compare wrestling today to the wrestling in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Nope.
Let's stop doing that because it's not coming back.
Nope.
Kayfabe is dead. Vince McMahon killed it, and he did it on purpose. And we can't keep drawing a comparison to the golden age of wrestling. A lot of us are spoiled. All of us that's 35, 30 to 40 to 50 on up years old.
We're not quite to the on up yet, Andy.
Close. I didn't want to say 58, but
magical number.
We're classics.
I'm the only one in here that's not 50.
We're classics.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Come on, man.
I seen that in one of the groups. They had the different eras up to today. Do you guys realize we were through every era of wrestling, except for way back when? All of us on the
70s,
screen.
I mean, wrestling was always popular, even coming from the 30s and 40s. But the popularity boomed probably late 50s.
Yeah,
going into today's age.
Well, I think wrestling became popular when television came around.
Yes, 50s. Yeah,
50s,
about 50s. It was especially big. I'm a homeboy, so I'm gonna talk about Chicago, and I do that from time to time. It was really big on WGN in Chicago. Up until the 80s. And so it had the range to be reached and watched. Up until WGN is no longer a superstation, and that kind of pisses me off, but it is what it is. But we gotta quit. This is not the 80s, man. Sorry to help. Yeah, sorry to buzz your bubble, but the Young Bucks are not the Rock and Roll Express.
Not even close.
Let's not take it there. And that's what we want.
They've taken the wrestling out of wrestling. They put a lot of drama into it.
Yes,
it's more promos than anything nowadays.
And that started in the 80s. That started with WWF.
Yeah.
They went back to the Carney kind of concept. But yeah, hey,
remember 50's the new 20.
All those 50s.
Remember 50's the new 20.
That means if that's the case, that means I'm a teenager.
Hey, if I shave my beard off, I look like I'm in puberty here.
Speaking of shaving beards off, did you guys see what happened to Tommaso Ciampa?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's him on the right.
Oh man, now you know why he got facial hair.
Right.
I always thought his beard was too long. And I'm thinking, nope, it's just right.
No, yeah, you need to hide that face.
If you notice, he has some kind of a bandage on his chin. Somehow he got a cut on his chin, a severe cut. Now this is a doctored photo. Literally, he cut it so bad they couldn't even post a picture of the gap.
I think he hit a ring post.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, and he gashed it
So-
open.
So in order for them to put the to treat this properly, put the stitches in, the gauze, everything like that, they had to shave the beard off. Now that to me doesn't look like Ciampa. It looks like
Grizzly Adams.
No, he passed away a couple years ago.
Brody.
Brody
Uh,
Lee, yeah,
Brody
Brody
Lee.
Mm.
That's who that looks like to me
It's like Grizzly
Mhm.
Adams.
from that angle. But this is what he looks like, right?
He
I
forgot
love
to
the look.
shave.
Yeah.
He looks very happy about it too. Look the look he's getting there.
I love the look on
Yeah,
Gargano.
Gargano, yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
He looked like he lost a bet.
right.
Bear Bell incident.
He looked like he lost 200 pounds.
Yeah, 200 pounds of hair. Ring poster just forgot to shave, but I guess he's healing nicely. And before we get away from WrestleMania too much, I got to add these pictures real quick. And I got 2 dogs want back in.
Who let the dogs in?
I did. Okay. Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax are supposedly really, really good friends. However, it came out today that Charlotte has unfollowed Nia Jax. After, I guess there's a WrestleMania roast. I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
It's
The roast.
disappearing from the internet.
Okay.
Yep.
And
A
she
lot of
started talking about,
controversy.
apparently because of this was part of it anyway. She talked about Charlotte's personal life, considering the fact they were the best of friends. This has led to people believing that Nia Jax held grudges for Charlotte for a long time. Basically, what she said was she brought up Charlotte's ex-husbands, which that seems to be the theme here. Says nobody wants to see her in the ring anymore, and that she should be at home worrying about her 3 ex-husbands. And she also called her Miss Potato Head. Same on the inside, changing on the outside. Said usually when you don't want a potato, I can throw it away, but we're force feeding. So
Mm-hmm.
see if it's force feeding what?
That's when real
You just-
feelings enter wrestling.
Yeah. Well, that's like Charlotte and Tiffany.
Mhm.
I mean, what's the common denominator here? Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
I'm
sad.
I'm sorry. She was a beautiful girl until she started doing that.
Yeah, she needed
You
to
got-
do that.
You got to change yourself on the inside before you decide to change yourself on the outside. That's my
Yeah.
opinion. You know what I mean? It starts on the inside. Now, if it's
Yeah.
something with her mentally, I could see okay that she wanted to change the outside, but she's just done way too much.
Yeah.
She's starting to look
Dominating.
manly to me.
She looks bony. She's skinny as can be. Just
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's been off for a while. She's been working out and doing the weights, rehabbing that knee. So I don't know.
Somebody get her a sandwich.
yeah, please get her a couple cheeseburgers.
And speaking of John Cena winning the 17th World Championship, somebody posted. Oops, I lost it. There. Okay, here we go. Somebody thought it'd be hilarious if AEW did this. Because Ric Flair has 16 world championships.
Believe me, if they offered it to him, he would do it
He would do it. I hope they don't.
in a heartbeat.
I hope they don't, for certain referees' sake.
Mhm.
But he's beyond wrestling age. He needs to just enjoy retirement, enjoy his weed, Ric Flair drip. But it would be the funniest thing to see that, though. See him walking out with the AEW World Title. It'd be
Oh my
hilarious.
goodness!
But no, let's leave what's left of your legacy alone.
Yes, please.
But it would be funny.
Stick to the flashy suits.
Oh, Chris,
Those terrible
Yes.
sequences.
Yes.
you know what they are? Tully Blanchard's daughter, Tessa,
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte. Yeah,
I mean, hey,
Yes,
if you
you
want
have
to restart her career, get Tessa over there and form the female horseman.
yeah. And people are criticizing WrestleMania. And I've actually heard of people wanting Triple H fired. There's supposedly a petition to try to get the Triple H fired. Here's what Triple H had to say about it. he says, you don't know where it's going. He's absolutely right. We don't know where it's going. But it
was
doesn't seem to be
but it was a
taking-
crappy way to get started going that way.
Yeah.
I mean, just not having The Rock show up at all.
It's like he's driving a car that has a clutch for the first time.
Yes.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't know where he's going.
I would have had Rusev return at WrestleMania, my personal opinion, to save WrestleMania, bring some of your surprises, bring in a new woman, come running in, enter the interrupt the matches with the women.
Yeah.
Well, Aleister Black's coming back tomorrow, so
That would be interesting to see.
Oh,
I
we
think
got
him and Zelina need to be together.
and I'm so
Seems to
glad
be his
Rusev
best.
came back as Rusev and not Miro.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
He
Absolutely.
looks good.
Yes, he's in good
He
shape.
looks like in real good shape.
he's in
As
real
long as
good
they don't
shape.
make it, as long as they don't make a joke out of him.
No, I thought they brought him in a real good. He was coming in, he was kicking butt. I mean, they weren't making no jokes at all. This isn't the Vince era.
Yeah.
Did we mention the new Paul Heyman stable?
We kind of touched on it, but go ahead and talk about it. I got to leave these logs back in.
Monday night, guys. What'd you think of the new man for Paul E?
I think
And
it's the
Seth
beginning
Rollins.
of not under the name, but it's the beginning of maybe the new Dangerous Alliance.
Time to
Now, this is my question to you guys. Do you see Sammy joining Seth and Braun?
I really thought Sammy at Monday night. I thought Sammy, the way he was standing there. I thought he was going to deck Jay.
I think he's going to join them.
I think he's going to join. And I think Becky's going to join.
Yeah.
Yeah, we forgot to talk about Braun Breaker on Monday Night Raw joining Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's going to be my guess. Is Sammy's going to
It's
join
not
and
gonna
then
be called-
Becky's going to follow.
It's not going to be obvious reasons. It's not going to be called the Dangerous Alliance because he's not Paulie Dangerously, but they'll have a new name for it.
They can still call it Dangerously Alliance.
They
Well,
could.
They could. They could.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you
it's
guys
a
see-
WCW name, so they own it.
Did you guys see Braun Breaker doing this?
No.
This is a thing which is weird with him. 1 week he's a face, the next week he's a heel.
Yeah.
Next week
And
he's
1
a
week
face,
he's
next
strong,
week-
1 week the next
Right.
week he's not so strong.
Right. So it's like I don't know if they was trying to. I'll use this term taste test him.
Yeah.
With the audience.
But we heard that Paul was working with Braun in the back.
Okay. Yeah, and I see it.
Yeah, he was stirring the pot.
I think they're gonna start to try to groom him to prepare him for the main event.
Like I said, I think he's going to. I think he is going to be your winner of Money in the Bank.
And this is my opinion. I could see him and Jacob.
I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. My bad. That was Jacob. Sorry.
Yeah, him and Jacob are going to be in the run for the World Championship by next year.
Wouldn't that be great? A battle between those two would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be a great match.
I just saw something on Instagram. It's Nico Extra. If you guys follow Nico Extra on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know where this came from. There are 18 quotes here. I'll read a few of them. Jinder Mahal wasn't at WrestleMania because he was having a midlife ISIS.
Oh,
Jesus.
At WrestleMania, Jey Uso was the underdog, which is what Nakamura ate for dinner tonight.
Oh, my God.
oh man.
Jacob Fatu became the U.S. champion, which is crazy because if the president of the United States saw Jacob, he would deport him to El Salvador.
Oh.
Paul Heyman. Yeah, so that's what Paul Heyman made jokes about Maurice's private parts. Did you see his appearance on McAfee show?
Yes. And they had that.
He took some shots.
I was
now,
watching.
didn't
I was watching it live, and they had a whole bunch of time where they had to keep the sound out because of what he was saying.
he
I'm
was
sorry, guys. That was old.
That was ECW Paul.
Yes.
Yeah. He went crazy.
That was Paul E.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Let's see.
My favorite line was when he told the guy, "Your mother taught me how to suck."
Yeah. But
you come across
crossed some
him in
lines
the
that night.
Yeah, you come across him in the street, he's like that. You know, he's the typical New Yorker.
Oh yeah, big time.
One more quote I want to get to. Tony Khan says he wanted Del Rio at Tony. This is Tony. Tony says he wanted Del Rio at the roast, but WWE had yet to turn that page.
Oh,
Ooh.
One more. I said Nia Jax's name 3 times and my crock pot came on. One more Nia Jax one here. Nia Jax is into BDSM. Her safety words are down, set, hut.
oh, geez. Oh my.
Oh.
I thought her safe words were Doritos.
Oh, I can't read this one. This is a Hulk Hogan joke. I can't talk about this. It's got a racist overtone. Charlotte Flair appeared to be the main source of attack, as there were several jokes made regarding her divorce and plastic surgeries.
Sorry, poor Charlotte.
Yeah. Jay Uso is still out celebrating, hitting the bar, and history shows he'll have a nice drive home tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
Jimmy's the one that had the driving problem.
This is
right?
Jay. This is Jay.
But
They both got it, I think. They both got one.
got DUIs, though, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's enough of that. Okay. What else was I going to talk about? I had some more to talk about. Oh, Killer Cross. He did cut a promo the other night, and I'm not going to play it, but I got a picture from a screenshot with his quote. I got to upload it here.
Well, you get the gist of it.
Yeah, you'll get the gist of it. And there was a little bit more after this that he said that sounded like it was a shoot. He said, so if I decide to be a good soldier, you know what happened. They released me, and then I come back. You know what being a good soldier gets you. Being a good soldier gets your times cut. Being a good soldier is coming to your hometown where you cut your teeth and not being on the card. Everybody's been telling me I've got to become undeniable. This is the term here, undeniable. And as soon as it happens, they ignore it and shut it down. Yeah, WWE tends to do that. I never asked to wrestle Randy Orton. It happened organically, and you ignored it for a viral moment. Good on Joe Hendry. Become undeniable, my ass. You want a viral moment on behalf of all true fans of professional wrestling. Guy in the suit and tie in the truck. Go F yourself. That's from Killer Cross. And then as he walks off, he's ranting about his contract information being leaked. So I don't know if this is a work or a shoot or what. It appears to be a shoot.
Both
No. This is what stuck out to me in that promo. He said Goldberg was the one that told him to be a good soldier.
I didn't hear that.
Yes. Bill Goldberg was the one that told him to be a good soldier and go with the flow.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
He needs to go back to TNA.
I like Karrion Kross. I really do. I just think they're not utilizing him like they should. He should get a good title push.
They never have, Mark. They never have.
Yeah.
They did
But-
in TNA.
Yeah.
They left.
Not in WWE.
Killer
Here's a
Cross in
suggestion.
TNA. Man.
Here's a suggestion if he doesn't go back to the TNA. Put him and AJ Styles together as a tag team and let AJ have his final run as a tag team with Killian.
Yeah.
Because when you see both of them in the ring together, they look natural together.
Yeah. But Karrion Kross could be money if they would book him correctly. 1 week he's indestructible. The next week he's a comedian. He's just cracking jokes backstage.
They don't know what they're doing with him, Mark.
No, they don't. And that's not his fault. He can be money. He can be money.
Yep. Like Ben said,
Especially-
his TNA run was great.
Especially his wife. She's definitely money.
Yeah.
That's definite.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he needs to go back to back to TNA wrestling.
Wasn't he a champion in TNA?
World champion.
That's right.
He wouldn't have got squashed like Joe Hendry did.
Nope.
Oh, he might have. I don't know. But did you guys watch Hall of Fame?
Yes. I
I
watched
haven't
it the
seen any of the
next
clips
day.
on YouTube yet. I haven't seen
I
any
watched
clips on
it the
YouTube yet.
next day. Speeches were all right. The only one that was really lengthy was Triple H. But seeing Lex get up,
Oh, he stood up.
he stood up and walked to the podium. It wasn't that far because he did have a accident getting in or out of the Uber the night before,
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
and his wheelchair was damaged. He was supposed to walk across the stage, was the original plan.
Huh.
But he fell from the wheelchair. With the
Yeah,
wheelchair,
he had DDP on one side and another guy on the other side. Just kind of tell they were keeping an eye to make sure he was going to fall or have any problems.
It's really sad to me how he was such a picture of a perfect specimen of health.
Mhm.
He was the total package.
Yes, he was. Yes. Oh, Platt never misses a beat. But he didn't make it to WrestleMania, and there was two different stories that came out about that. One of them was that he went to WrestleCon in Las Vegas instead because it paid more money. His official story is that after the events of the Hall of Fame induction, he was just worn out and just wasn't up to getting up and going anywhere. And he said they all understood. They would like to have had him there, but he just wasn't up to it. They understood. So I don't know if he's at WrestleCon or what, but I can't really criticize him for not showing up at WrestleMania because given now after what I just heard about him falling out of the wheelchair, that's a lot for a guy in his condition.
It is.
I mean,
he also needed the money too, guys.
Well,
He
yeah,
needs the money.
yeah, and if you're confined to a wheelchair like that, would you rather be at a nice, quiet WrestleCon, or would you rather be at WrestleMania where anything can happen? I mean, crowds are wild, and I mean, it's a little bit more riskier.
Be nice, Platinum. Did he use the Force?
Yeah. Yeah, I like Lex Luger too.
Yeah, I did too.
That was it was an emotional moment when he stood up and walked the little footsteps to the
It was
podium.
great. It was so great seeing him walk those few steps.
He was another missed opportunity for Vince. He did the Lex Express. They could have then they put the WWE title on him for like one night.
There are pictures where they had him at an event with the title.
It was a house show.
Yeah, it was a house show. Yeah,
it wasn't recognized.
No, it wasn't
by WWE.
recognized, but Vince wouldn't do it.
But he could have been the next Hulk Hogan. But you know what? He didn't want to be out there with the crowds. That's back before he was humbled. He didn't want to be out there with the crowds. He didn't like that gimmick. So.
He was very humble at the award ceremony. You could see it in his eyes. He was really appreciative.
Well, given what's happened to him in his physical condition, he's been humbled his life, and he's luckily turned his heart over to Christ.
Well, Nikita and him are doing stuff together now.
Good.
They're doing the man reunions, retreats.
Man camp.
Yeah, man camp.
Mm-hmm. Just one time at man camp.
What happens in man camp stays in man camp.
There you go.
Camp,
yeah, man camp. You can't know what Shatoita actually really means. it's
so
a safe word.
When
the Russian stickle comes out, you pop it back in, right?
Tommy Young, you're out there to tuck it back in. Yeah.
Good old Tommy.
Yep. Tommy, it's a Russian sickle, not a popsicle. Leave it alone.
Put that thing away.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, Ric Flair did a suplex on Nikita Koloff, and when he dropped him down, he pulled his.
It fell out.
It fell out.
It fell out, and Tommy
Young, the pro, he has walked over, pulled it back over,
cover it back up.
Let's just say his manhood was out in all his glory.
All right, Skullman. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Skullman.
Just Skullman. But yeah, Tommy, I didn't know he was gay till recently. I never knew that.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know until a few years ago, but yeah.
Okay, I just found out recently. I'm shocked to hear that. He was one of the best. One of the best.
Tommy Young, Tommy, he was.
I was surprised when Pat Patterson came out.
Late 80s, he was the referee in the NWA. He was the one.
Yeah. Yep. He officiated many title changes.
Yeah.
Of course, my favorite is David Manning, world class. I thought he was also a booker. He also booked for World Class for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So, needless to say, that wasn't his first wrestling Russian sickle he's touched.
I wouldn't know.
Oh my!
I wouldn't know.
Second hour.
It's funny.
Cue the Blue Oysters music.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's right at home right there. Okay, what else we got on the agenda here?
Oh, our girl was over there too. The Black Dahlia was over there.
Oh yeah, she was at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
She was there.
She was actually at WrestleMania as well.
Mm-hmm. She made it to the ring, but she's not wrestling right now. She's still dealing with that condition.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was at WrestleCon, wasn't she?
Yes.
Probably, yeah. Now, WrestleCon was in Las Vegas too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, the Russian Nightmare.
The Russian Nightmare.
Las Vegas was the place to be last weekend.
There was.
I didn't know they did a roast. I didn't know they did a roast.
Yep.
I think it was the first time they did it, and it'll be their last one.
Yeah, I don't think
Roast can get out of hand really quick.
I mean, it was right after WrestleMania, night one, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Did you hear the comedian go after Braun Strowman?
Mm-mm.
Oh
was
man,
stupid.
he said Braun Strowman. I forgot what the joke was. It was a redneck joke though.
Oh.
And I mean, the guy went after Braun. There was only a YouTube clip of somebody filming it.
Is the guy blind? Or is he just stupid?
I forgot the comedian's name.
Oh, I know who you're talking. He's got that funny name like Fuzzy, or I
think that's what it was.
Yeah,
I think
Puffy,
that's what
Fuzzy,
it was.
whatever his name is.
Yeah,
the Hispanic comedian.
Oh,
Fluffy.
Fluffy. That's it. I couldn't think of the name.
That's
Fluffy,
that's the guy.
No. Actually, it was a black comedian. It was a black comedian.
Okay.
I can't think of his
that's
name.
Not Fluffy. That's not Fluffy. Okay.
I know Fluffy was there, but I can't think of the comedian's name.
I can't say I've had that good fortune, Jim.
Because he went
if you're
after
having a
Nia
problem with
Jackson
it,
as well.
You could send it to me. I'll gladly take it, Jim.
Yeah, I'll gladly take it too. Yeah. Yeah, I know the story. Yeah. Yeah. I've received Jim Meals' AWA tag plates.
Accidentally received the CNC belt. Was that an upgrade?
Yeah, apparently.
I wouldn't argue with that.
I wouldn't either.
Selling this belt, AWA tag. First 275 gets it. It does have a few little minor etching issues, but the plates are beautiful. It's on American leather. The plates are by Dream Championship Belts. And if you'll hit me up after the show, send money, I'm ready to sell it. Because I got some new plates coming in that are replacing these. So it's a nice belt. The Rockers.
Nice belt.
Rockers were the no, the Rockers helped after the Road Warriors, didn't they?
Yeah, the Road Warriors were the ones that really. I mean, they wore that everywhere, no matter where they were at. They had those belts all the time.
Okay. Yeah. They even brought them to World Championship Wrestling, the NWA. It's last year. Okay. Yeah,
I should have a new belt day tomorrow, guys.
Okay, we'll show that off next week.
Here today.
I was going to do a belt review on this AWA tag, but I decided not to. I'm going to wait till I get the new plates in because I want to give it a fair review. And he is making it good. He is sending me a replacement main plate, and I am paying him for the side plate, so I have to take this one apart, redo it.
Cool.
So
I will be doing go ahead.
I'll be doing a review of that belt in this Hogan 84 I got.
I will be doing a live unboxing tomorrow in the group.
Nice.
Groups, I should say. Yes.
Sweet.
I had to get it.
Now, if you're doing a live unboxing, don't cut yourself, Richard.
When you know how to handle a knife, like I do.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you guys something here in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, Nick. Shout out to Nick Carnival. Good guy. He does. Matter of fact, I want to mention right now, since I don't have my belt today, I do want to mention Nick does have some Cena farewell spinners left. If you're interested, hit him up. He's not a scalper. He'll hook you up. He does have Brussels, Glasgow, and he has another UK available. So if you want to hit him up, Nick Carnival, he's in Big Boys Belts as well. Great guy in the hobby. He helped me get that Cena farewell spinning from UK. I got it coming tomorrow.
I've had a lot of people ask me about belts with stitching. I do lacing. I don't do stitching. But I've had a lot of questions about that, and I do have a belt I'm wanting to re-leather of my own that does require stitching. So I decided to experiment. I'll show you this. I'm wearing one of these right now, but this is the other one that I'm working on. This
Doing
is
a
not
good job,
wrestling-
Mark.
Thank you. This one's almost halfway done. I lack from here to here on one half of it. But I bought a belt blank, and I had a guy at the leather shop I go to, that Antonio Mendoza goes to as well, give me some tips on stitching. And I put my maker's mark. Oh, there it is right there. This is a black belt. I'm wearing a chocolate brown belt right now. And I took my Harley hardware off my Harley belt, put on this one. And I actually made a loop to, the little belt keeper on the end there that you slide your belt into once you fasten it. And I stitched it as well too. So,
Did you put your maker stamp on it?
yeah, not on that loop, but I got on this right here.
Cool.
Yeah, right there. So,
And that's the leather that you use to do your belts? Your regular
no,
belts?
this is actually a belt blank. I got the Tandy leather.
Oh, okay.
So I've got an NWA tag, which is the cast version that I want to re-leather because the stitching is coming loose on it. And I'm going to do this hand stitching. Yeah, I could do the machine, but the machines are like $1,700-$1,800, and I can't justify that expense because I just don't get that many requests for stitched belts. I get a few, but so once I finish this one and finish Jim's belt, I think I got another belt coming in. I'm going to try to redo my NWA tag, cast tag, with chocolate brown strap and black
Cool,
backing.
Jim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Tamaj made me want to go and get a used network logo belt to make my own hardcore championship.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we got 3 minutes left, guys. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? Any final thoughts about WrestleMania? I love this belt.
Such a letdown. I mean, we were expecting anything's possible, and just the second night, just the main event.
Like I said, I love the product. It just left us hanging.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens in a few weeks. And we've got SummerSlam coming up next. Is that what's the next event is?
Backlash.
Backlash.
Yeah,
Okay.
Backlash.
Okay.
I can't give up.
It used to be called WrestleMania Backlash, and they just dropped it to Backlash.
Yeah, I can't give up on Triple H just yet.
No, I'm not giving up on him.
Well,
It's
last
like-
year's WrestleMania, he knocked
I
it out
just
of the
wish
park.
The Rock would quit being involved and not
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's a little bit going on in the background, I think, between them two. There's a lot of rumors going around that he's working with Vince to knock WWE out. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
Nah.
So
Well,
there's a
supposedly
method
he
to
was.
the madness.
Well, supposedly The Rock was brought in to help with ticket sales for Elimination Chamber. So, yes, you are. Yes, you are. But he knocked his first WrestleMania out of the park. This one was okay, but it was a little lackluster.
Nowhere near
So-
last year.
No, but who knows? He may bounce back with a great one next year.
Hopefully.
So
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
here's
We
the
know he's
thing.
got it in him.
The last word. What would you rate this year's WrestleMania?
I didn't watch it all. so
What,
I
on a
can't
scale
rate
of 1 to 10?
I would say A,
give it a
B,
7.
C, or D.
I give it on a scale of 1 to 10. I give it a 7.
I can do that. 7.
it. I want to see this. I want to see this too.
Yes. Yep. They're gonna run it back. He's gonna go through all his former opponents.
will Orton get it, or is it just a feud to kill some time until they decide who they really wanted? I mean,
Orton's going to
I
get
don't
it.
know.
But just keep in mind, the only title John Cena's never held was the Intercontinental title.
Well, Dom is right for the picking.
I'm still thinking that it's not too long before we see Cody turning heel.
Mm-hmm. Triple H said that there's a heel in Cody waiting to come out.
That is definitely going to happen. And Cody did well as a heel in the past.
Yeah, that's coming. I think it's coming.
Yep.
Shout out to John Cena, though. He did give Dom his props on the McAfee show.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh, he
said
did. Yeah, I did see
he
that.
sees Dom as a future star, a big star.
He's putting in the work.
Yep.
He's coming along. He's coming along.
learning. Yeah.
He is. But he needs to shave that mustache. But have you seen some of his interviews?
Oh, the Penta one was my favorite one. The one that's just recently.
No, Dom's.
Yeah. The Penta one was my favorite when he was making fun of Penta. He's like, oh, puto.
Oh, yeah. You see him at the autograph session where he wouldn't let people touch the IC belt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good.
He was keeping it kayfabe, bro.
There you go. He's trying to. Well, it's at the end of our 2 hours. Actually, it's 2 hours and 1 minute. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Yes, he can. So join us next week for Spanning the Globe. And be sure you tune in to Double Dropkick Podcast on Saturday night and see Kevin's interview because it's going to be a good one.
It'll be a good show.
And we'll have some new belts to show next week. I won't, but Richard will.
Yes.
And Ben. Yep. So on behalf of these guys, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.